Super gun. Bullets do 5 times the damage. If Evil Cosmo takes 5 shots from the regular gun, how much does he take from the super gun? 1, 2, 3 shots? What does the decompiled source code from Lethal Guitar or King Duke say? The super gun does 2 times the damage. So the game was lying all the time? Jim Norwood, how dare you?
How dare you?
It's about time to take a deeper look at monster and weapon stats from Menace. Menace is a game from Jim Norwood, published by Apogee from 1993. It uses its software's Commander Keen engine, which was mostly coded by John Carmack. In 2005, Apogee re-released the game as freeware. In autumn 2025, it will receive a remaster, which is made by Lethal Guitar, also known as Regal Gameworks, and gets promoted by DOSGamer. Lethal Guitar has also published the decompiled source code on GitHub. Also, a guy named King Duke has published the decompiled source code of all 3 episodes in the public Commander Keen forum. Other sources are Biohazard, the beta version that was released by Apogee 25 years after the original release, as well as TED.
Hi, have you met Ted?
TED 5 or Tile Editor 5, the level editor by John Romero from id Software that was used by Jim Norwood to make the levels of Menace. First, let's talk about iframes. When the player or a monster gets hurt, they turn invulnerable for a few frames. This is mostly to limit the damage done by collision with another object or spikes. It can however mean that a stronger attack gets cancelled out by a weaker attack. For Snake, iframes have the same priority like invulnerability from a potion or a special move. So instant death sources like being run over by a tank still kill you, as opposed to God mode that protects you from everything. Also, monsters triggering a mine always take damage. When the player collides with a monster, he typically gets hurt for 1 point of damage. Some monsters may have specific attack animations, but they always hurt. The only proper monster that can be touched without taking damage is the turret. Also, the trash collector only pushes you but doesn't hurt you. Some robots like the tank deal instant death to the player. While most monsters can be hurt with any attack from the player, some like the slime or the jumping bomb are bulletproof. Some others resist grenades and explosions. Other attacks can hurt anything. These are the Plasma Bolt, the Super Plasma Bolt, Robopal's rockets, the Electron Shield, biting monsters while transformed, and direct contact with a mine. We talked about God mode so far, but how do we even cheat in Menace? Aside from the famous cat cheat, there is also the debug mode from the Commander Keen engine. Hold COD together. Now a prompt should appear. Enter 91827. Hold J, I, M and spacebar together. Now the debug keys are active. You can for example press F10 plus G for God mode or F10 plus W to warp to another level. Primary weapons are the machine gun, an automatic hit scan weapon that does 1 point of damage per shot, super bullets, an automatic hit scan weapon that does 2 points of damage, and plasma bolts, a projectile weapon that does 5 points of damage. Yes, you heard right, the super bullets that are described in-game as doing 5 points of damage only do 2 points of damage. Robopal shoots every time when you shoot. The rockets do 1 point of damage and like the plasma bolt they can hurt bulletproof monsters like the slime. When you are out of ammo you can fire in single shots. It is not clear if Snake fires his machine gun semi-automatically or uses the pistol he is depicted with in some Menace artwork. On the easy difficulty, the single shot attack fires 3-shot volleys. Machine gun clips stack, but super bullets and plasma bolts do not. Machine gun clips and super bullets give you 90 shots, but on hard it's only 45 shots. Plasma bolts give you 20 shots on normal and easy and 10 shots on hard. Secondary weapons are the grenade, the fire grenade and the mine. The grenade spawns an explosion that does 5 points of damage on touch and 2 fragments that do 1 point of damage. It goes off when it hits an enemy or comes to rest. The fire grenade spawns a flame that rolls over the floor and does 5 points of damage if it touches something. The flame also produces fragments. When a fire grenade directly hits a monster, it acts as a normal grenade, so it is wasted. The mine causes an explosion similar to the grenade. It also directly hurts the monster that triggered it for 5 damage. This damage ignores most checks and can even hurt a monster that is already dead. If that happens, you get twice the points you would normally get for killing that monster. On easy and normal, mines come in packs of 10. On hard they come in packs of 5. Many players are upset that they are stuck with mines once they pick them up. But of course you can simply lay them all in one spot to get back to grenades. Now to the special moves. For the secret invincibility move, press up until you hear a sound and then press down. This gives you some iframes as if you had been hit. For the super plasma bolt, press up until you hear a sound and then press fire. This move will cost you 1 point of health. The super plasma bolt passes through targets. Every frame a target overlaps with its hitbox and can be hit again, it takes 2 points of damage. For the fire attack, wiggle left and right 3 times and then press fire. This will spawn several fragments. Snake briefly turns into a skeleton but doesn't get hurt. For the electron shield, wiggle left and right 3 times and then press jump. This deals 5 points of damage on touch. I wonder if Snake's electron shield works against Dr. Proton's proton breath. Now to the monsters. The names I give are without warranty as there's no official source. Even the 2 decompiled versions from Lethal Guitar and King Duke use different names. The first monster is called Blob, Bug, Slug, Worm or Chomp depending on the source. I go here with Chomp as the walking sound the player makes when he becomes one of these monsters is called Chomp Walk. It has 1 health, 3 on hard and gives 50 points. The single seller, also called Ghost Slug or Plasma Worm, has 5 health, 10 on hard and gives 50 points too. It shares a lot of code with the Chomp. Evil Cosmo, also known as Punchy, Brawler or Evil Barney, has 5 health, 10 on hard and gives 500 points. The Gorb or Ceiling Walker has 1 health, 3 on hard and gives 50 points. Gorb is also a name derived from the names of sound in the beta version Biohazard. It likely refers to Yorbs and Gargs from Commander Keen. The Gorb doesn't appear in episode 1, but its sprite and code are there. The Fire Devil has 10 health, 20 on hard and gives 500 points. While on fire, it resists both bullets and grenades. The Blue Devil that appears in a single level in episode 3 has 3 health, 6 on hard and gives 500 points. It always resists bullets. The Greta, also called Hedgehog or Hairy, has 3 health, 6 on hard and gives 100 points. This monster seems to be based on the horror B-movie named Critters. The Cobra, as its sounds are called, has 3 health, 6 on hard. It gives 200 points. Most players just call it Snake, but Snake is, well, the player.
Call me Snake.
The drooling ceiling monster has 10 health on all difficulties. In episode 1 it gives 500 points, in episode 2 it gives no points at all. The sewer man has 15 health, 30 on hard and gives 500 points. The crawling slime has 1 health, 3 on hard and is bulletproof. It gives 50 points. The ant has 3 health on easy and normal and 6 health on hard. It gives 100 points. Its larvae, if I pronounce that right, gives also 100 points. It has 2 health, 4 on hard. The bees...
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees!
The bees that are found in a trap in a single level in episode 2 have 1 health and give 50 points. The kamikaze mutant has 3 health, 6 on hard, and if you kill it before it blows up it gives you 250 points. The laser gunner that shoots you from afar has 20 health, 40 on hard and gives 800 points. It comes in 2 skins. The frog that is found in episode 1 and the robot that is found in episode 2 and 3. The frog seems to be a smaller or juvenile form of a large monster that is seen in cutscenes and artwork. It might also be related to the frog monster that Dr. Mangle turns into. The trash collector has 5 health, 10 on hard and gives 200 points. It is safe to touch but pushes you. The turret has 4 health, 7 on hard and gives 500 points. It is safe to touch. The bouncer or pogo robot has 5 health, 10 on hard and gives 350 points. The cyborgs with rifles, one of a few monsters that are named in game, have 10 health, 15 on hard and give 500 points. The zapper robot that follows a path has 25 health, 50 on hard and gives 1000 points. With the killer pillar's head it not only shares the code but also the icon in the level editor TED 5. with one difference. This robot causes instant death when you touch it. The big-headed grenade launcher robot has 20 health, 40 on heart and gives 2000 points. It resists grenades and other explosions but can be hurt with bullets. The helicopter from No Man's Land has 25 health, 50 on heart and gives 1000 points. It spawns parachute robots that have 10 health, 20 on heart and do not give points since they respawn forever. The jumping bomb has 5 health, 10 on heart and is immune to bullets. In episode 3 and only in episode 3 it gives you 200 points if you destroy it before it blows up. The tank has 25 health, 50 on heart. Touching it is instant death. Destroying it gives you 2000 points. Now to the bosses. Skullman, who shall kill you and collect your skull as he has done with all those others, has 125 health, 200 on heart and gives 5000 points. His hands can actually be destroyed separately. They have 65 health, 85 on heart and give each 1000 points if you destroy them before you kill him. An interesting thing about Skullman is that he has no apparent connection to the plot of Menace. He looks more like a hellish creature from a Hieronymus Bosch painting than like a lab-grown mutant. Dr. Mengele, who is obviously named after Josef Mengele, has 200 health. Killing him gives 34,464 points. This likely were 100,000 points in Jim Norwood's original source code but got truncated to a 16-bit integer. The Ant Queen has 50 health, 100 on heart and gives 10,000 points. The nymphs she spawns have 1 health, 3 on heart. They don't give points as they infinitely respawn. The trash boss gives 10,000 points too and he has 100 health. A killer pillar's head has 25 health and a segment 5 health. On heart this is doubled to 50 health and 10 health respectively. Both head and segment give 1000 points. It might be disputable if the killer pillars count as boss fight or just as unique enemy like the helicopters or the Blue Devil, but for the purpose of this video I see them as bosses. The killer pillars icons in TED 5 are green, suggesting they were once organic enemies. The Enforcer, the guardian of the fortress in episode 2, has 90 health and gives 10,000 points. He is surprisingly sarcastic for a robot. Most likely because in the beta version Biohazard he was an incarnation of Dr. Mengele as disembodied floating head. He is not only immune to grenades, likely as an intentional feature, his grenade attack also consumes the player's grenades, likely as a bug. Goliath, the massive robot tank in episode 3, has 100 health, 150 on heart and he gives 10,000 points. Like with the lesser robot tanks, touching him means instant death. Master Kane, the final boss. He has 250 health, 300 on heart and gives, like Dr. Mengele, 34,464 points, which likely were 100,000 points in Jim Norwood's original source code. In his ghost form he cannot be hurt at all. Touching him in either human form or ghost form means instant death. Finally, let's take a look at some special objects. When Snake is in chomp form and in his biting animation, he deals a collision damage of 1 and cannot be hurt by collision damage from monsters that are currently in an iframe, most likely from being bitten by him. When Jim Norwood, who is found in the secret developer room, gets angry, he shoots blue plasma bolts or laser shots at you. He still remains safe to touch. In the beta version Biohazard, shooting him not only makes him hostile, it also sets your score to 0. The exploding barrel is a cut object from episode 3. It causes an explosion but no fragments. It is set off by impacts of bullet or other explosions. It can explode into chunks of meat despite being a barrel. That's all for this video, folks. I hope you enjoyed the video and became a better Menace player. And if you haven't played it so far, remember the game is freeware, so you can play it in DOSBox now. Or you buy Menace Remastered from Regal Gameworks, which is coming soon on Steam. And please like and subscribe.